Tech.
Wine! Wine!
He couldn't get into a good school.
Very good
Can't
question.
remember.
That's the luck of the draw, you know, like they say.
He wanted to be a professional student.
You know, I went to American high school in Istanbul, and I had some American teachers, and I wanted to be an architect, and I asked them where I should go. They said, and I gave them a list of schools that I applied to. They said, well, Georgia is a good school, it's cheap, you know, why don't you go over there? I didn't have a scholarship, I was a bum, I didn't have a wonderful grades. It was okay, but not great. So that's how I ended up in Georgia Tech. I guess my karma was to meet Joyce and get married and stay here.
Wonderful.
That's really what happened. That's my life.
Wonderful.
They're gonna make the old man get up, huh?
Need help?
This was fun, guys.
Can you say
I'd
that?
like to thank at the beginning to Charlie and Anita for being such a gracious host. It's wonderful. They are always, I think, friendly people, and holidays in a they invite, and so they keep all of us together. Probably it's a good reason for us to get together, even in the absence of other friends. But I came to the States in 1956.
Wow.
Even I was a little girl.
I was
And, first I went to Lakeland, Florida, Florida Southern College. They had a scholarship for me there. It was a liberal arts college. But I wanted to study engineering, and the field was textiles. So after a year or so at Florida Southern, there was nothing else for me to study there. If I had stayed one more year, I had taken so many courses, I could have graduated with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts. But I applied to Georgia Tech and transferred to Georgia Tech and started studying textile engineering. And as a matter of fact, some of my notes, I think, and drawings and etc. helped Yüksel and Akın and other friends. But there were hardly any Turkish students that I knew at Tech at the time. And my thing was, I didn't have a car, I couldn't afford a car, etc.
You had that red and white Burberry.
$250 car that I bought from the maintenance guy. It was a clunker, as Obama would say. But then I used to work in the library, and I used to work in the summertime, and then I applied to the school as an advisor, student advisor at first, and later on became a resident advisor. That way I got to meet all sorts of things.
And pay no fees for the dormitory.
Exactly, but they actually paid me.
Everybody knows about it.
But so money-wise, I wasn't rich, but I wasn't poor either. As a matter of fact, I was a banker in some ways.
Yeah. I say.
Bank, students, their pay will not come on time.
And he was so kind as to not charge interest.
I could have become a good loan shark, but I didn't have the heart to do it. But I had a funny incident when I was a student advisor at Tech. There was a Greek guy from Greece. And of course, to him, I was a Turk. And here, on top of that, I was a student advisor, and I was in charge of it. So he couldn't stomach that. And he tried to rise up the rest of the students in the section, Turks are such and such, and this and that, and etc. So one day he came and face to face he confronted me in the hallway. And the American students, they don't know what the heck is going on. They just listened and laughed. But anyway, he tried to, ask me, he said, what did the Turks do? They did this, they did that, they didn't contribute anything to the civilization and so on and so forth. I just listened. But after a while, I said to him, you're a Greek, aren't you? He said, yes, I'm proud to be a Greek. I said, what do you think the Greeks taught the world except homosexuality? He didn't know what to say, how to respond, and after that, he never bothered me. Even though I'm a Christian, he didn't know that I was an Armenian. I didn't get into that. But to him, I was a Turk, terrible Turk. But that was the funniest incident I had. And then another incident, I had a student when I was a resident advisor in Howell, one of my student counselors. He is about to graduate. He's in his last quarter. So he comes in with a bunch of friends with a bottle of whiskey. And they are not supposed to have alcohol in the dormitories. So I happened to come into the dormitory at the time, and then I caught him, or red hand, I saw it, but I did not say anything at all. I just pretended I didn't even see it. But his heart was, beating like hell, wondering what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to report him, he won't be able to graduate, etc., etc., etc. But anyway, apparently the fact that I did not say anything to him, just let it go,
Made you a hero.
he graduated, and he said he came back afterwards and thanked me, and that he said that he really learned a lesson that he would not have learned, if I had, damned him.
Yeah.
So he was an American guy, But I had such experiences, and I had wonderful experiences with all the different Turkish guys come and go. And it really has been a fun, and I'm thankful that I'm still alive and kicking, and that I hope to continue kicking for a while yet. But I thank all of you, and cheers to everybody, and again, thanks to Charlie and Anita.
Yeah.